Odaki and Pratama incident on the last couple of corners in Japan, and fell out of the podium battle. Number 16 then, Ryota Ogiwara, another rookie, 4th in the championship, so it's been a good start to his campaign in the ATC.
Certainly has, yeah. We didn't quite see what happened to Mitani, and Fadia, who was also involved in the incident on the last lap time, started in an incident which was just out of sight of the battle we were focusing on at the front back in Japan. Rounding out the second row of the grid, Ryota Ogiwara, and then we have an Indonesian wildcard starting from the spearhead of row 3 in Dexa Alma, but unfortunately work to do for 9 at least on the first 3 rows. Is a job well done for Alma.
Yeah, super impressive performance through qualifying, bar for that blot on the copybook. As you mentioned, he has to go through the double long lap penalty here. But let's see what he can do. Can he get a point scoring finish on debut? Is certainly a story to watch. Marianas Nicolas, certainly points on offer here. Well, rounding out the third row, I should say, is Richie Takehira, the rookie rider, P2 joint best. Excuse me, I'm misspoken. It's Richie Takehira rounding out there, the number 9. Keep an eye on him because he's had podium and a P6.
Yeah, Takehira had a day to forget, unfortunately, on Sunday at his home Grand Prix in Japan. We'll come to that.
So, starting on pole position, it's Veda Pratama, joined by Shinya Azawa and Eamon Odaki on the front row. Poeta-san, Mitani and Ogiwara, a competitive-looking row 2 with Almer, Nicolas and Takehira rounding out row 3. Fourth row, then it's Hafe with Raisaden, and
just confirmation at the bottom of the screens there that Alma will have a double long lap penalty to take due to irresponsible riding earlier on today in qualifying. The grid then head off on their warm-up lap. Pratama on the number 7 machine, starting on pole position, started P6 back in Japan but was able to win both races. All the riders show their true pace or aren't able to show their true pace in qualifying. It can get a little bit busy out there, but definitely Pratama will be the rider that everyone's locking their radars on.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key to this race for Pratama. Can he escape early across the opening lap? If he can do that, he is going to be in control. Won't get mixed up in any drama that happened behind him, so it's up to the likes of Izawa, Odaki, Poeta-san, Mitani, Ogiwara, Japanese quartet with the Thai rider in 4th position, to try and keep him, get the hooks into him early and get him mixed up a little bit in some Asia Talent Cup. Bit of madness in Mandalika perhaps.
It's 2 degrees air temperature, and here's confirmation of the championship standards. We were mentioning Takehira just before the grid graphics came up on our screens. He did have a Sunday to forget, crashed on the side, points down in the championship chase to Pratama. Mitani, reminder, 42 points down in 3rd place. Ogiwara, 49 points down in 4th place, and Poeta-san, 50 points down in 5th place. So a lot of catching up to do already. We've only had 4 races in the Lika International Circuit. We'll wait for the red lights to come on, and the top right of your screens, the green flag has waved at the back, and we are pretty much ready to go here for race 1. The lights do come on and they go out, and it's a good start from pole position by the looks of things from Pratama, exactly what he would have needed. Azara didn't get away too well on the number 21, but look at Pratama start, what a launch from the number 7. Odaki, Eamon Odaki on the number 14, looking like he's going to try and get ahead of the number 21 of Azara. That he does, but Pratama got the launch he would have wanted, got the whole shot he would have wanted, and now it's up to the riders behind to try and disrupt his rhythm.
Dream start for Pratama coming through the opening corners, but also for Poeta-san coming from 4th into 2nd. But Eamon Odaki, I think, has just fought back into 2nd place. But now they can all set their sights on Pratama. Can they keep him within reach? Watch the number 70, the number 7 and the number 14. Will there be a gap across these corners? Not so much. Odaki is closing in. He hasn't gotten away perhaps as quickly as he would have liked, but it's Pratama leading Odaki, Poeta-san in 3rd, Azawa back to 4th with Ogiwara up to 5th at the expense of Zen Mitani.
Down into turn 10 we go for the first time. The deep braking zone into turn 10. Didn't quite see who was running wide there. I think it was Nicholas on the number 12 team, but didn't quite catch that as we've got a change for the lead. But Pratama is going to bite straight back. A great move from the number 7 through turn 11 into turn 12 at the inside. But Odaki, oh, that's close, coming down into turn 13. Odaki's going to shove it at the inside of Pratama, but Pratama hangs it around the outside to keep the race lead. So Odaki doing all he can on the number 14 machine to try and disrupt Pratama's rhythm. Odaki and all the riders know exactly what pace the number 7 has set so far this this weekend. He's doing a good job of trying to get to the lead of this race, but Pratama doing exactly what he needs to do and fight straight back. Great racing on lap 1.
Yeah, brilliant stuff to open up this race, but Pratama is leading. Perhaps not the ideal start for him as we come across the left-hander here with Odaki doing his best to disrupt the rhythm of the Indonesian rider. Zawa has fought his way back up to third, but it looks like the 7 and 14 have opened up a gap coming across here. Will he try and move up the inside? He's not quite close enough. Pratama then in control, still leading here, leans it to the right. Odaki already looking for another move up the inside. He's going to want to chop and change with him as much as possible and bring some of these other riders into it to get Pratama mixed up in all the madness behind him.
So far, so good for Pratama and Odaki. Pratama would have wanted to get the whole shot and lead the race early doors to try and get into his rhythm, and that's what he's trying to do. But Odaki's doing all he can through this spectacular section, one of the most brilliant sections of track we visit on the MotoGP calendar and, of course, on the Asia Talent Cup calendar as well. They flick it right at turn 5, right at turn 6, right at turn 7, and then the fast left-hander at 8 before the kink at 9, before this turn 10, a popular passing manoeuvre across all classes, including in the Asia Talent Cup. We're going to see plenty of action down there. Odaki then up the inside of the number 7 of Pratama through turn 11. This is exactly what happened last time around though. Pratama will hang it around the outside, get the inside line for turn 12, and he does the exact same thing that he did on the opening lap. Can Odaki fight straight back on the number 14? No, not quite this time around.
Yeah, super stuff from Pratama. Any questions that have been posed of him, he's had an immediate answer with Puetesan back in 6th, Zanmatani in 5th, Juara 4th, Azawa 3rd. But out front is Pratama and Odaki.
Fastest laps of the race for both Pratama and then Odaki right behind him. Odaki showing a wheel once again down at turn 1. Azawa is showing more than a wheel and he's gone down.
Oh!
They didn't take down with him, but Azawa has gone down, and who is that that's gone coming into play through the opening section, the fast sweeping section? And Odaki, as you can see, is right on the coattails now of Pratama, the number 7.
And coming into the final sector now, Odaki is all over him. Will he get his opportunity? He's going to have a couple of passing opportunities coming through the final sector. I don't know if he's going to do it, but he's definitely got more tense. He's got a better pace coming into the final corners.
He's going to give it a go, Chris. He's going to give it a go up the inside.
And there he goes.
But Pratama's going to fight back up the inside then. 15 and 16. It's turn 16, the contact.
Oh, touched again.
He's out of the seat. Oh, he came close as well. Pratama then is going to round the final corner here. And Indonesia, he nearly touched the front of the final corner. He nearly throws it away. Odaki's going to try and get a run on him on the run to line, but it's only a short run to line. And it is victory for Pratama on home turf ahead of Odaki. What a race between the top two. And it is going to be Matani, the number 2, who is going to take the final position on the podium by the looks of it. A great race for the number 2. Standing on the podium, that's exactly what I needed to do with Pratama winning. But what a race out front. Little bit of drama on the closing lap. Odaki did so well to close down at that half a second. Takehira crossing the line in 9th place, so a disappointing race for some sunglasses.
I was just about to say, very questionable. I'm pretty sure I've seen you with a couple of pairs of them.
Yeah, I think mine are a little less glorified than that, but I'm not a race winner on the Asia Talent Cup, so I think Pratama on his home Grand Prix podium can wear whatever he wants, and fair play to him for doing so. Got a rapturous round of applause coming out onto the podium did Pratama, and I'm sure back in the paddock he'll be having to sign some more signatures as well in front of his home fans. Plenty of them around in the paddock and in the grandstand today, and there'll be even more tomorrow as he aloft the race winners trophy. Will he be doing the same tomorrow? Odaki on his right hand side. We'll be hoping he can be stopped, but now it's time for the Indonesian national anthem. For the fourth time in a row in 2023, the Indonesian national anthem rings around the ATC podium. Here in Mandalika, of course, and back in Japan in both races, and in race 2 in Malaysia a couple of months ago as well. Congratulations to all 3 of the podium riders. A great race in particular from the top 2, but as you've rightly mentioned, Chris, Matani, fabulous race from the rookie to finish in 3rd place. He'll be wanting to cut the gap from 15 seconds down, of course, in race 2, but a good job nonetheless.
Yeah, pretty cool looking trophies too, I must admit.
Here we are then, highlights of race 1, what we've